Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Should you prioritize the basics or prioritize the workout? Because you know, we're really in the age where it's like it's so much social media, which is a good and a bad thing when it comes to like workouts. Because we see like, what's the most famous one who trains LeBron in 2K? What is the white dude name? What is the white dude name? No, it's not Chris Handy or Phil Handy, not Phil Handy. It's the white dude. What's the white dude? Y'all know the white dude. I can't remember his name right now. The white dude. Why I can't remember his name? Why can't I remember his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. He got the shoes. He just got some shoes that came out. It was actually pretty fire. I rock with them. Anyways, you know, you see these trainers and you be watching these trainers and they be doing these workouts and they be doing so much of these crazy workouts and stuff. And it's like, is that going to translate? Work on what? They said Kobe Bryant worked on the basics 1,000 times. All the other stuff just came natural because you got the basics tapped in. Don't worry about so much. Find you the best way I would say to train. Find you one person that you really want to imitate your game after. Find that one person and watch just film. For me, it's Melo. I still to this day watch Melo highlights because that's a game. It fits my type of game. Mid-range, one dribbles, that 15, that's my game. So I watch and mimic a lot of his game, and I mimic those type of workouts. What is the type? I'm going to work on one dribble pull-ups. I'm going to work on spin moves in opposed to one dribble pull-ups. I'm not going to worry about if I can go tween, cross behind the back. That's not catered to my game. Can I do that? Yes, but that's not catered to my game. In the system that I'm in, I'm looking at the system that I'm in, I'm looking at the team that I'm on, and I'm looking at where I will get primarily most of my shots, where I will get primarily the ball came to me. Real basketball. Real basketball. There's a point guard, there's a two guard. Not everybody's going to have the chance to just let me get in my bag and cross and do all these extra moves. You don't got time. You don't got time, and taking away the energy. If you realize real scorers understand you, like, I guess I could call myself a real scorer. I just like to call myself a basketball player. I'm a basketball player. I'm gonna get it done, whatever I need to get it done. If that's me being the ultimate defender and try to be the defensive player of the year, that's what I'm gonna do. But at heart, naturally, scoring does come to me. I'm not looked at as a scorer, but I'm a scorer. I scored a basketball. I'm going to score. I'm going to get a bucket. That's just who I am. I'm going to get a bucket. I ain't going out like that. I'm going to get a buck. I mean, I'm the all-time leading scorer in Chile. That ain't happened by not you putting the ball in the basket. So one thing I do know is how to put the ball in the basket. And a lot of times it ain't came from me working on a whole bunch of different things that are out of my scope of what I'm going to be doing on the court. Okay, we got a bunch of point guards. We got point guards. This point guard does this. He keeps the ball in his hand a lot of times. This is how I'm going to score the basketball. I don't need to prioritize just a fancy workout and working out all these extra things that are not going to correlate to what my game is like. For real, for real. And this is, you're speaking to, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from the point of, I got a scoring time. I still got the record for the most points in the game. And I didn't go out of, I did what I did. And so even to this day, I work on what I know. I know I'm going to get the ball. If you want to score 50, you should know where you're going to get this 50 from. On an average night, if I want to score 50 points, I know exactly how it will come, because if I'm in a game, I'm going to understand where I need to be at and where I'm naturally going to be at and where the ball is going to come to me that would allow me to score this much. It's maximizing the drills, it's maximizing and understanding where you are going to actually be efficient at and focusing on that. I got a free video and it's like my 7 secret scoring moves or 7 scoring moves guaranteed. It's like my breakdown of exactly the moves that I've scored, that I think in every championship I've won, I've done these moves. I've won 7 championships in my pro career, and I've done these moves. And here are my 7 moves that I've done. Here, take it. To show you that it's not, I got a scoring, I scored 61 points, all-time leading scorer in the finals, all-time leading scorer for foreigner players, and I broke that in the second game of the season, of this past season. I stayed the whole season, so good luck to someone trying to catch that and break that. And I doubt this will be my last time playing in Chile in my career. I could probably say that. Maybe when I retire, last year's or something, I'll go back. I don't know yet. But as of now, I didn't do that by going all these crazy workouts that's not going to be catered to my game. You need to focus on things that are catered to your game. Sharpen your, like you have a couple of tools, yes. But what's your main gun? Everybody's not a jack of all trades, but what is your main gun? I do this. Don't do one thing. Okay, I do this good, and I do 3, 4 things. I do this extremely well. And then these other things I do good. I got me, what is my sharpest, what is my fastest gun? What is my fastest gun? And if that one don't go, if that one ain't going, what is my next one? I got about three moves that you're not gonna stop. I got a move, I got a counter to that move, and I got one other move that if I'm in this spot, you don't need too many moves, you really need a move and a counter. I'm gonna get to this spot right here, I'm gonna do this every single time. Stop it. That's basketball. I'm finna get here and I'm finna do this move every single time. And if you stop it, I got a counter. If you got a counter to that counter, I'm probably getting up off the rock. Good defense. Come back, I'm coming right back to that same move. You might stop it once, you might stop it twice. You ain't gonna stop it all night. You ain't finna stop my move and my counter move all night because I prioritize on what I work on. And then that's what will allow you to translate your game. Stop working on these other stuff that's not gonna help you really translate your game. For example, I was talking to Jerry again, and we were talking about one of the young guys that I see playing overseas. And it's a good dude, I really like him. I love his game. I like meeting these younger athletes and they're coming up and I get to watch their growth and how they're playing and how they are progressing in their career, because it reminds me of when I was coming up, but I didn't really have no OG, maybe 1 or 2, but not no real OG watching me, giving me game that I could reach out to and talk to. And I was talking to Jerry about this youngin', or this young guy, I ain't gonna call him a youngin', but this young player, and I was just saying, like, I don't like the way he plays his game. I don't know what he works on. I know he works hard, but what are you working on? Because even at this level, you have to have a certain type of game that translates to higher paying jobs. The whole point of being in every job, every career, you're not just trying to just stay the same. You want to maximize as much as you possibly can. If they could pay you, if you're making $1,500, you want to get up to where you're making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000, $15,000. You want to get this type of money, but your game has to translate to that type of payment. You can't just, I could come out here and score the basketball. Guess what? The higher you go, everybody can score. Doesn't matter if he's the big man or whatever. Pretty much everybody is good enough to have their own team. How you're scoring the basketball, like I was saying, like I didn't really like the way that you're shooting a lot of threes, bro. And a lot of tough threes. You're shooting, going 2 for, man, I wish I had my phone so I could see the stats. But he was like 2 for, I don't even know. He must have shot like 12, 13 threes, made probably like 1 or 2. Nah, bro. I don't work on your game. Like, yes, you can go. I'm not saying, but think about the game of where you're trying to get to and start working on that. You got to be able to come off and probe and dime. Come off one dribble, cash. Come off, post, get it, rescreen. That's high level basketball. Unless you're content at staying at the level where you're at, and these people, and that's only going to last for so long. You can only be a good player on a bad team for so long. People are going to get tired of that because they're going to find a new one. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. I watched so many guys. This guy scores. He scores about 26, 27 a game. But yet he's always on the worst team. He's always playing in the lower leagues. He's always on one of the worst teams. If you're the best player on the worst team, what does it really matter? It might secure you for a time, couple years. But longevity wise, maybe I only say that because I could tell that he has very much potential of playing at a higher level. Very good potential because he's got the size, he's got all the tendencies, and he has the ability. He wants to get learned. Like, he's not bashful to want to ask questions and, you know, really give forth the effort that is needed to get better, to learn, to become a better pro, earn better money, get better opportunities. That's what it's all about. Getting better opportunities, getting the money that you need to elevate and you know, improve your life and get your next life going, you know, and make some good money and enjoy this life. Like, let's be real. So from an outside perspective, I believe I'm gonna reach out to him just to give him that perspective to understand, like, you gotta change your game. You gotta change your game. Don't be so egotistic to think that what you've done in the past is always gonna work. I used to be a slasher, get to the basket type all time. I'm still get to the basket and all that, but that was my main game. Hey, I had to make sure that my jumper was on point. I had to switch up the game. I had to know how to really be a team oriented. I feel like I've always been a team oriented player, but really hone in on, it ain't always my show. See, that's where the difference comes in. I realized that, you know what, all the time, it wasn't always my show to come into. They're not always bringing you here to be the man. They already got the man. You just good, and we want you to just, when the man or when the core comes out, keep us afloat. Keep it going. We don't want the level to drop. Your level is so good that you're going to be able to keep up the level of the type of caliber of basketball that we're playing. But that comes from what your game is catered to. I understand my game is catered to high level basketball. I know my spots. I know how to be successful because I know how to just work on what I need to work on. That, okay, I'm going to get the ball in these spots. I've been playing this game for 11 years. Majority of the times, 95% of the times in the situations that I'm playing, I'm getting the ball here. That has not changed. That has not changed. Some teams, you're going to get the ball more. You get different situations. Sometimes, like 1 or 2 years, I played the three. Oh, my God, I loved it. You feel me? But that's not the average time that I'm playing. The average position that I'm playing is power forward, stretch forward. So I'm going to work on stuff that's going to be catered to high-level basketball playing at that position. Can I play other positions? Yes. Can I do other things, put the ball on the ground and rock and hand? Yes. Is that what they're looking for a high-level basketball position to get paid? If that's not what they're asking for, I'm going to give you what you're asking for. And I'm going to work on what I need to work on to get what I need to get out of this game. And that's what you got to start thinking like. You got to start thinking like that. That's on every level. To get in the game when you're in high school, to get to the next level in college. You think that every college player that comes out, that's why these 5 stars and guys go to college and struggle, because y'all be thinking that everybody's not supposed to be the man. Everybody, or the woman. Everybody's not the guy. Everybody's not him or her. It's cool. You can still eat. You can still eat good if you just understand what it is that you need to be doing, what you need to be focusing on. Another truth, a brutal, honest truth of why most guys just don't succeed in their game, or most people or most players don't succeed or get better in their game, is because they set goals that don't align with their habits. Your habit is going to take you wherever you are going to go in this life. Your habits. I don't mean to throw shade. I don't want to make it seem like I'm hating. I really have admiration and respect for young guys that are trying to get better. But I'm like, fam, the rate of which you're shooting threes, is that really the type of work that you're putting in? And this comes down from the lower level. I guess I was speaking to a lot of guys at a younger level for the most part. the work that you're putting in, does it line up for what you say that you want? Are you working at a D1 level shooter that you say that you want? I want to go to school to be a D1 player. I'm a shooter. Are you putting in that work? I want to make it to varsity. Am I putting in varsity level work? I want to be an All-American. Are you putting in All-American work? I want to just go to school to play basketball. See, sometimes we speak too much on the highest of I want to be the greatest and I want to be All-American. I want to do this. Yes. But sometimes I was just trying to, for me, I was just trying to get to school. I was just trying to get to school. Oh my God, just to be able to get a scholarship to go be able to play and my God, thank God it was a D1. And even you gotta think about it, the D1 I was going into, it wasn't like it was the most prestigious D1. They were low major D1. They was just now on the rise. They just been in the D1 hemisphere or for like the last 5 years. So they was on their way up. So that's a lot of regrowth. We were the catalyst of the regrowth and the birth of the league and the school going up. But you gotta really you gotta understand, and I'm talking about SSU, Savannah State. Shout out to my alma mater, Savannah State University. We started Savannah State really the projection of the basketball and like going up. And as far as like we got into the MEAC, like we really made some hype. But still, it was a lower major it was a D1 school. We practiced just like it. But the work level that it took to get there, man. I thank my high school coach for seeing that. For understand that, because he went to a D1. He went to FSU. So he understand the level. If you want to get to this level, you got to have that work ethic. And it didn't come from just the practices that I had in practice with the team. We put so much. When I think about my senior year before I went to college, the amount of work that I had to put in, the amount of work that I could think about. I ran cross country before the season started. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.